Welcome to our team call. What's today, the 24th of July. I can't believe we're already closer to Christmas than we are to New Year's 2018. How crazy is that? Isn't that crazy to think about? Um, Anyways, super excited for this team call. This is like super basic information, but I think it's always a good refresher, and especially for newer coaches, as you're bringing new coaches onto your team and you're sponsoring more coaches. I know some of you have been here a little while, some of you are pretty new still, but it's super important. We have to know what we have to offer people. And so the topic of tonight, I titled it Products, Programs, and Packages. Oh my, because there's so many things that we have to offer people. And so with that, we're just going to talk about what we have to offer people. And at the end of this, I'm going to go a little off topic into talking a little bit about volume and like how to maximize, bringing on coaches and legs, and because there's so much that goes into this business. So the first thing, if you're on a computer or if you're just writing down notes, either one is totally fine. I want to talk about, programs that we have to offer. And you can find this, sometimes I'll log into ShareCart and we have like 5 emails between us, and I'll just enter in one of our emails and pretend like I'm going to sign someone up just so I can kind of practice and go through what we all have. So you can do that through ShareCart just to kind of go through the challenge packs and other things that you can send ShareCart links to people for. Or you can go to teambeachbody.com. And right there, you can see everything that we have to offer. So if you have any downtime, do a little research, look to see what we all have to offer yourself. But I'm going to go over a few things now. So when I signed up, 3.5 years ago, I signed up for $160. I got one fitness program on DVD, the containers, Shakeology, and a shaker cup. I got one program. And if I wanted, and I got Beachbody on demand, but then we only have the quarterly billing. So I had to pay $40 every 3 months if I wanted to keep streaming programs on there. However, if I wanted to try a new program, I had to purchase another program on DVD. So they would send me another DVD, and then it would get unlocked on my Beachbody on demand. And I signed up for $160, and I was having to continually have to pay for any program. Even if it had been out for a while, I still had to pay for the DVD and sign up. So that's how I signed up originally. It was with a 21-day fix, $160. And then I didn't get access to all of this. So I know some of you have been here since the annual Beachbody on Demand launched, but not all of you have. And so when we have a ton of challenge packs to offer people, I only offer the Beachbody on Demand annual all access pass challenge pack. And a challenge pack, and I know some of you are like, I know what this is, but not everyone does. And I'm gonna save this recording into a separate file so that new coaches can come in and kind of get an overview if you want to direct them here. Not required, but just another resource for newer coaches. But to break it down, a challenge pack is any fitness program plus Shakeology or the performance line in a package deal. It's super, super discounted when you break it down of everything they get. And that can be, they still can get a DVD challenge pack, like the 21-day fix. If it's someone who's like, I don't have Wi-Fi, I don't want access to all of them, I just want one program. I still come across some people like that. That's okay. Then they can do the one. So it's kind of that's why you have to ask questions to see what are your goals. This obviously is the best option, but if someone's like, I do not have internet, I can't stream, whatever, I really just want this one program, that's okay. We can do that. That's totally fine. But so the Beachbody on Demand All Access Pass is the only thing that I offer people as far as like who are interested in fitness programs and everything. And right now, since Lift 4 is, it's still discounted through this month for the next 7 days, there's $10 off the challenge pack. You can look right on teambeachbody.com and click on challenge packs and see how much it is. So make sure you're doing a little research and looking things up yourself as well, it's $180, but it's discounted to $170 right now. If they just do Beachbody On Demand Challenge Pack, remember they can either do Shakeology or the Performance Line. I always just kind of tell people like Shakeology is included, and if they're really fighting me on it, then I'll say you totally don't have to do Shakeology. You can supplement the Performance Line, and that's included in it. But I pretty much, I know that Shakeology is the best option for people health-wise, so that's kind of the direction I go. Your business, your call. Remember, I'm not your boss. We're business partners, so how you talk to people is fine. If you want to take what I say and turn it into your own, perfect. That's what I'm here for. That's what Rachel's here for. That's what Kelsey's here for. That's what we're all here for, is to kind of help each other, right? So I offer the All Access Pass and Shakeology Challenge Pack. And I kind of will ask questions as we go to make sure it's the right option for them. If they're not giving me any objections on Shakeology or anything else, and they're good to go. Say we're not in Lift 4 promo right now, then I pretty much will always shoot for the 80-Day Obsession Challenge Pack. Now, the difference with the 80-Day Obsession is, they still get everything that they would get with just the regular one. But one, it's more commission for me, more volume for me. They get 2 pieces of equipment that is cheaper than if they were to go buy it themselves from a store separately, to be able to do this program that has helped so many people. So after we are talking about it, again, pretend like we're not in Lift 4 mode right now. I'll be talking about the All Access Pass, tell them the prices. I still say that it's $199 and is discounted to $160 because that's what it launched at $199. It is technically grandfathered in at $160 now, but it launched at $199, and that price alone blew my mind with everything that they get. So I talk about it as it's $199, but it's discounted to $160. How freaking cool is that? Because I'm technically not lying. That is what it launched at, what it was. But just whatever, so talk about that. Everything's good. And then I'll say, one more thing. I keep forgetting about this. And I just have this like verbiage saved in my phone. I could change it up at this point, but so one last thing, I keep forgetting about this. You have the option to upgrade and get 2 pieces of equipment included with your package. You get resistance loops and sliders that are necessary for one of our programs that has been like off the charts lately. It's an additional $20, but it ends up being cheaper than if you were to go purchase these pieces of equipment separately that are needed for this program. Is that something you'd want to add on? I just asked that. And honestly, 90% of the time it's yes. Before Lift 4, 80-Day Obsession Challenge Pack was the only thing that I sold. And when you're in Share a Cart, and you go in there, you see all the challenge packs. There's 80-Day Obsession. That challenge pack, the only difference is that the 2 pieces of equipment are included. Everything else is the exact same. Even if they signed up without that, they would still get access to that program, but they wouldn't get that equipment. Same with Lift 4. Everything else is the same, except they get early access to this fitness program, plus 2 resistance bands that can be used in place of dumbbells. So if someone doesn't have dumbbells, this is going to save them a ton of money, then they don't have to go get resistance bands, or they don't have to go get, they don't have to go get dumbbells, which can add up over time. So it's going to save them a ton of money over time. So those are the kind of different challenge packs. If you click on them, they're pictures now, so you can actually see what's all included in it. If somebody has Beachbody On Demand, but they're talking to you and they're not working with their coach because they don't talk to them or whatever the case may be, and they want to join you, I require Shakeology in my challenge groups because I know that fitness plus proper nutrition is the ultimate solution. And with Shakeology, I know that you're getting proper nutrition, and I can guarantee you results as long as you know you're working out and you're drinking Shakeology. I can guarantee you results. So I require Shakeology in my groups. You do not have to. That is 100% your decision, okay? Just because I do doesn't mean you have to. However, if we run groups together, it is required. Just heads up quick on that. But so if someone has Beachbody On Demand and they want to sign up with, say, Lift 4, I'm actually actively talking to a girl right now who I went to send her link, and it's like, this person's already a Beachbody On Demand customer, so I couldn't send her the full challenge pack. So they have completion packs. So these are for somebody who has Beachbody On Demand, but wants access to Lift 4. They can do a completion pack where they get upgraded access, plus they'll get the resistance loops, plus Shakeology, and it's still super discounted. It's like they're just paying for Shakeology because it's $140 for the completion pack, and getting 2 resistance loops, early access to this new program that would otherwise be $40. And a shaker cup and whatever else. So they're saving like $80-ish by doing the completion pack with you. Let's see. So that's kind of challenge packs. Okay. So I know you all know challenge pack is fitness program plus Shakeology or the performance line. So remember that we do have the performance line option if someone is really like, I'm not doing Shakeology, end of discussion, period, the end. Okay. You know, there are people like that. It happens and it's okay. Backup plan. To get Success Club points now, know that either with a challenge pack, there are only 2 ways you get Success Club points. Sometimes people get 1 Success Club point and I still have no idea how that happens or what they did, or I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no idea. But there are 2 ways to get Success Club points. One, when somebody orders Shakeology on Home Direct. So when you go to send them Shakeology, you have 2 options: one-time order or auto ship ongoing order. They get super discounted shipping. It has to be on Home Direct, whatever. 2 Success Club points for Shakeology on Home Direct, or 2 Success Club points for every challenge pack you get someone signed up with. Okay, so it has to be a full challenge pack. You still get commission if somebody is like, oh, I just want Beachbody On Demand, nothing else, don't ask me anymore, or whatever. That happens too. You still get commission. It still plays into your volume. You're still helping someone get started with our programs and kind of planting that seed. That's awesome. But just know that those are the only 2 ways that you get Success Club points. Okay. Moving on, I have some notes over here because I tend to get off track. Okay, so those are the package type stuff that we have for fitness. We also have To Be Mindset. Keep in mind, if someone, I know this is still kind of new, but since Lift 4, that's kind of like no one's talking about it anymore. If you're talking to someone who can't physically move because of, maybe they just had a C-section, or maybe they had surgery but they really want to lose weight and they're unhappy or whatever, we have To Be Mindset. It's a total nutrition only program. So simple to follow. I have people who are still messaging me that started with it. They're like, this is just so simple. Like, I'll never change the way of eating because it's so simple to follow. Exercise is totally optional and just serves as extra credit with it. Once they sign up, they get it for life. Like, when you sign up with To Be Mindset, you own it. You don't have to return it. You don't have to renew it, anything. Keep that in mind. That's something that you can also look into as well. And to access it when they sign up, they can either go to tobemindset.com, which will take them actually right to beachbodyondemand.com. But it's like an extra in Beachbody On Demand. It's just locked unless you've purchased it. That's another thing. And then we also have the Ultimate Reset, which I know a few people on here have done. And just a quick spiel, I'm going to encourage you to go to teambeachbody.com. You can click on it and you can read into it. It's a 3-week, I'm going to call it a 3-week cleanse and nutrition program. Exercise is highly not recommended. Am I cutting out? Kind of. I'm going to try to keep going. Is that better? Kind of. Okay. Someone text me if I'm just like really bad. I need a new computer. I'm sorry. Where was I at? Oh, Ultimate Reset. It's a 3-week cleanse, essentially. So it tells you exactly what to eat, when to eat, drink this drink, and it's freaking awesome. I've seen so many people get really killer amazing results from it, but you have to be super disciplined. It is expensive, but It's freaking awesome. Just if you stick to it, people have gotten such incredible results from it. And if I decide not to breastfeed my next child, I'll probably have to get a C-section again. I'm absolutely going to do it right away until I can work out again, because it's like mind blowing what it can do. So definitely look into the Ultimate Reset for people too. Okay, so moving on from that, kind of back into programs. Once like you're done doing the current program, try other programs. I've done almost every single program we have to offer, just at least a few workouts from some of them so I can describe it a little. We say all the time, this is a learn as you go business, because it is. Once you start and finish a program, oh my gosh, this actually works. It's super simple. You just click play. It tells you what foods you can eat, and you fill up this little container thing. Honestly, that's all you really need to know, is just be on your own journey and sharing your journey with people. So don't overcomplicate it, but just try programs, see what we have to offer to help people get set up. The programs literally range from no impact, like yoga, PiYo, no jumping at all, no weights, all the way up to super heavy lifting with like Body Beast and plyometrics and stuff like that. So there is such a wide range. We have an active maternity series for pregnant women that goes into like a postpartum workout, and like dance work. We have 3 or 4 different dance workouts, and just there's so many things that we have to offer people. So right now I'm talking to a girl who has fibromyalgia, and we're talking about like, one, how exercise can really actually help with that, and like different low impact workouts that she can do to not irritate things but still get her body moving and lose weight to kind of take it off the joints and everything. Tons of options there. So those are kind of what we have to offer people. And real briefly, I'm not going to go into this. So when you sign up, I've kind of been in a slump lately, and I'm totally calling myself out. I'm not perfect. Us as coaches, our job is not to put fitness workouts together for people, unless you want to do a free group and do that. Or I know we have a lot of personal trainers on here, and if that's a side thing, that's fine. But as coaches specifically, our job is not to put workouts together for people. You don't have to create meal plans for people. Your job is to be a support system to help hold people accountable. And with that, we run challenge groups. All a challenge group is you get people who you sign up, you pick a start date. I run mine for 3 weeks. You can run yours however long you want. You get all those people who signed up with before the start date or even a couple days into it into this group, and you're just being a support system. Share with them, okay, we're going to share sweaty selfies every day and check in to hold each other accountable. Do some motivational post or fitness tip or nutrition tip or water challenge or whatever in the morning, just to kind of get them motivated bright and early. And it's just this group where you're trying to help hold them accountable, and you're checking in once a week minimum, right? Just saying, hey, how is everything going? How are you liking the program? Can I do anything to help? That's all our job is as a coach, you guys. Don't overcomplicate it. If we're just that missing link of fitness, of, people can go to the gym, they can look up nutrition stuff, but they don't have anyone holding them accountable. And that's where we come in. We get them into a challenge group where you can run with people, you can run it on your own, you can have one person in there if that's all you get to sign up, whatever it is. You don't need to overcomplicate it. So does anyone have questions about programs, products, challenge packs, Success Club points, what a challenge group is? Check the chat. If they have BOD, don't they have a coach? Yes, if they have Beachbody On Demand, if they sign up with anything Beachbody related, they automatically get assigned a coach, but they have the opportunity to change it. So like one girl I'm talking with right now, I've asked her if she's working with her coach, or I want to know, because if she's actively working with her coach, she knows her, whatever, I'm not going to steal her away from her. I think that's disgusting when people do that. I'm just gonna put it out there. I think it's really disgusting when people do that. So I always ask, do you have a coach that you're currently working with? If they say yes, like, that's so awesome. I'm sure she has everything that I'm offering for you. I would highly recommend you going back and chatting with her and seeing what group she can plug you into. And then I stop talking to them, because you have a coach, you told me that you're working with her, go work with her. I think it's going to be fine. But if they are not working with them, which is this current case, then they can sign up with your link and make sure that your name's on it. So then you will become their coach. Or there is a customer coach change form that if you go click on the FAQs, you can search it from the online office in the forms and documents. It's called customer coach change form. You have to send them the link and they have to fill it out because they have to enter in like the last four of their credit card or whatever they use to sign up. And then they have to select you as their new coach in order to change everything over to you. Do they have to fill a form to sign up? Do they have to fill up the form? Wait, what? So, oh, perfect. Okay. Yep. So as long as you send them a share cart link, like you sign in with your coach email address and password and you send them a link, it'll automatically be linked to you. If they have a coach already, but they want you to be their coach, then it'll ask them, like, do you want Susanna? Is that how you say your name, Susanna? Okay. Do you want Susanna to be your coach? Or they can like click their old coach, but if they're talking with you, they're most likely going to choose you, just so you know. Yep, people who have the DVDs, anyone who has any Beachbody product at all gets assigned a coach when they sign up automatically. And so when you hit Success Club and you're an Emerald coach or above, you get free leads. So people who see an infomercial at 1 a.m. and they're like, I want to do this program, and they call the phone number and they sign up, they automatically get assigned to a coach who hit Success Club in the previous month and is an Emerald coach or above. So 4 of my Success Club points from this month are from those customer leads. Okay, so that's another reason it's super important to get to Emerald and to hit Success Club in the previous month, because this plays into my volume, this plays into my commission, this plays into my Success Club points. Super awesome. This is an awesome conversation. Do you guys have any other questions about that? So the way they do it is they take those who have qualified, again, Emerald coach or above, and hit Success Club in the previous month. So, and then they take all of those people who just sign up through Beachbody without a coach, and they just evenly distribute them. They do it in order, and then if more people do it, then they go back to the top and go in order again. So also with that, if you have a spouse signed up and you get them to Emerald and have them hit Success Club, then you get twice the amount of customer leads each month. Also why that's super important, and you can like double dip in that way too. Awesome questions, you guys. Okay, so then while we're talking about this, I can try to screen share, but I'm gonna try not to at the time being because I just need a new laptop. So if you're on your computer, and you can, if not, try to follow along and come back and write notes or whatever. I want to talk about volume, how to maximize it, placing coaches on legs, and all of that. So when you log in to your coach office, and the fastest way to get there is to go to coach.teambeachbody.com. And you log in, that takes you directly to your coach office. Again, coach.teambeachbody.com. Login takes you directly to your coach office. And I always do this from a desktop or a computer. So if you're from a phone and it's different, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Okay, so you're on there. Again, someone text me if I like cut out because I'm currently not looking at that. I'm on my online office, just so I can direct you kind of, or try to at least. Okay. So you're on your online office, and if you click on volume, I don't know the super specifics about it, but your upline and their upline and all the people above us like trickles down and plays into your volume some way, somehow. Okay, just leave it at that because it gets super confusing. If you don't have any coaches under you, you've never signed a coach up, but you have volume, it's just from coaches above you and it trickling down, okay? Excuse me. If you have volume and you don't have any coaches, or if you're only an Emerald coach, and I don't mean that as a bad thing because you need to hit Emerald and then go above and beyond, but if you're not yet a Diamond coach, let's say that, and you have volume there, whatever has the most volume, that's your strong leg. Okay. So right now, let's see. If you don't have any coaches under you, you don't have to do anything because they changed the system where automatically your first 2 coaches that you sign up, one is going to go on your left leg and the second one is going to go on your right leg to make you an Emerald coach. Both of those coaches have to be active and you have to be active in order for you to rank advanced to Emerald, but they're automatically going to do that. Okay, so you're an Emerald coach now. After that, and you want to sign up your 3rd coach, that's when I want you to go look at your volume. Does one leg have more volume than the other leg? If so, for me, my left leg has significantly more volume than my right leg. So as I was building to Diamond, I put every coach under my right leg to build up the volume on that leg. So you should have a strong leg and a weak leg. And I'm talking slow not because I think you're stupid, but because this is very complicated and I just learned something like mind-blowing to me like 2 weeks ago. There's a lot that goes into it, but it helps over time. And by building a team and considering volume is going to eventually be a much bigger paycheck than just commission that you earn from signing up customers. So that's why it's super important to kind of at least get a feel for it. So as you're building to Diamond, you want to find out which leg has more volume and build your opposite leg first to build up cycles. As an Emerald coach, you get $14 per cycle. As a Ruby coach, you get $16 per cycle. As a Diamond coach and above, you get $18 per cycle. What is a cycle? Every accumulation of 300 in volume. 200 on one leg and 100 on the other is one cycle. So right now, I have 80,000 carryover volume on my left leg. So I'm constantly trying to build up my right leg because say I get 1,000 volume points on my right leg and 0 on my left leg. My left leg has 80,000 in carryover. So my carryover is going to pull down, and that's going to be my 300 or my 200, and this 1,000 is going to be my 100, so I can maximize my cycles and get the most out of it. With carryover volume, if you go inactive ever, say you have 80,000, say I were to go inactive, that would drop to 0. That's also why it's super important to stay active, because if you do accrue carryover volume, you lose. That's just money that's just all of a sudden gone because you went inactive. So it's super important to stay active, and all you need is 50 volume or more. It doesn't have to be 90, it has to be 50 or more to stay active. And that can be from signing customers up. It doesn't even have to be you buying something. It can be like helping customers and all that stuff get started. So what I want you to, think about is figure out, do you have volume? If not, that's okay. Okay, it's totally okay. I didn't at first until I got my first couple of coaches. Then I started to see volume coming in. I was like, where is this coming from? I don't understand. But all I understood was that this was my strong leg and I needed to build my weak leg. And then I kind of grasped on a little better over time. So build that weak leg first. Get to Emerald with one on each leg. Build that weak leg first. You need at least 4 active coaches on each side to get to Diamond, and 1 coach on each side needs to go Emerald. Okay, I want you guys to push for Diamond, not so much for Emerald anymore. I want you to push for Diamond. So I'm really focusing on Diamond right now. 4 active on each side. 1 on each side needs to be Emerald. Okay, so build that weak leg first to get as much volume as you can and to cycle as many times as you can to get a bigger paycheck, and then build this one. And then once you get to Diamond, kind of go back and forth so that you're kind of equaling them out, but maybe do like 2-to-1 ratio, 2 coaches and 1, so that you're still building up that weak leg and cycling as many times as possible. Now I want to just touch on the importance of signing up your spouse, because I didn't fully understand this until just recently. So I knew that if I got Tyler to Emerald, that he would be able to cycle, he would get that commission, I would get that commission, and then me being his upline coach, I get a very small percentage of that cycle. So I'm like triple dipping essentially. So he has 10,000 in carryover volume on his left leg. This is going to get confusing, so I don't want you to overthink this at all. Just remember, don't try to get to point Z before you've mastered A, B, and C. Right? So Tyler's on my left leg. He has his left leg as his strong leg. And you hear people say that you can place coaches under your downline, or if you go into your graphical genealogy, you'll see coaches that you didn't sign up, and it's super confusing. So what I have been doing is now, even though I have 80,000 in carryover volume, my right leg is killing it, and so my left leg is essentially my weak leg. So I need to also be building up, both. So I'm kind of evening them out, but Tyler's on my left leg. And so when you go into preferred placement, you go to monitor my business on your Coach Online office, set or preferred placement, and then you can set placement. So I can coach me, Megan, my account. I'm signing up a new coach, and I want them as my personally sponsored coach, but I want to build more volume under Tyler because it's going to help him cycle, and then it's going to trickle up into help my weak leg get more volume up to me. So I'm going to go into set preferred placement, and I'm going to type in Tyler's coach ID, and I'm going to set it to his weak leg. So the volume is going under Tyler's weak leg, but the coach is going on my left leg because Tyler's on my left leg. So they're my personally sponsored coach. So I have a ton of coaches under me who I didn't sign up, who people above me have placed them under me to help me cycle in order to help them cycle more. So you can do that with your downline, and with your spouse. If you sign up your spouse, you can help them cycle more. So you're getting that cycle bonus if you get them to an Emerald coach, and then you're getting volume coming up to you. And I know it's super, I know this is so confusing, you guys. So if you're not even to Emerald and you're overwhelmed, don't be overwhelmed. Seriously, 3.5 years, I just learned how to do this, and I'm pissed because ever since I've started doing it, it's helped me so much. I'm just like, where could I be? But whatever. So don't overthink it. But I wanted to share that with you so you can hopefully kind of see the importance of signing up a spouse, or close family member that you can at least get them to Emerald, and have them as one of your Emerald coaches or whatever. And I know I say this all the time, but I don't think I can ever say it enough, that you don't want commission from signing people up to be the majority of your paycheck. All these successful coaches, you can earn, I forget what the exact number is, but the majority of their income is from cycle bonuses, not from signing new customers or challengers up. It's from building a team and helping them to be successful in the whole trickle down effect, whatever. So keep in mind that that's why we have to keep growing our team, and why I do these trainings, because I want you guys to be successful. Yeah, for me, but for you too. I'm not successful unless I help you to be successful. I genuinely want all of you to be earning 6 and 7 figures and to just have a booming business. I picture all the time us just I get this awesome vacation house, and we're all there. We're all full-time coaches, 6-figure businesses, shopping, not having to look at price tags, and just living these glorious lives. And I dream, think about this every single day because I know it's going to happen with those of you who are willing to put in the work. Rachel, last week, majority of my income was cycle bonuses. I remember the first time I had that, and I was like, whoa, this is real. I was so excited when my cycle bonus was 5 times what my commission was. And there are weeks that I don't sign any new customers up, and it's oh my gosh, I get so nervous. And then I'm cycle bonuses save my paycheck. So it's really super exciting once you have that happen and you see it kind of finally your vision start to come alive. Do you guys have any questions about cycle bonuses or placement or anything that we talked about at all? Emily, go for it.
When you're sending messages, so I was talking to, I think it was Tiffany that was saying she was doing the Kate Morgan way, where like writing it down in a notebook. And I know this isn't related, sorry, but I'm just kind of wondering, do you add everybody as friends first and then wait until they accept your friend request a message? No?
Well, so this is on Instagram.
Oh, it's on Instagram. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, 'cause she only does it on Instagram.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so what about Facebook? Do you just like add a ton of friends and then wait until you see that they've accepted it and then message them, or like do you message non-friends?
So here's what I'm like kind of transitioning over to Instagram because people choose to follow you, and it just feels much less salesy to me over on Instagram. You don't have to spend as much time building relationships, again, because they're choosing to follow you without having to send so many friend requests right away. Like I still follow people, whatever. But on Facebook, so I would add people, and then every day I would create like a separate friends, or I have a separate friends list created. And so I would go to my recently added friends, and those that accepted I would put into this friends list. And so then every day I would spend like 5 minutes scrolling this friends list and just liking and commenting on their stuff, so that my face and name was starting to get familiar to them.
Yeah.
So, and then as I'm scrolling, if I see someone post something, I'll give you like a real life example. This girl, I had commented on a few things over like the course of a week or so. And then one day I was scrolling this friends list, and I saw she had posted something about gardening. And we had recently talked about like wanting to start gardening and a few things here and there. And so I just sent her a message. I was like, hey, I just saw that your husband and your son were out gardening. Have you guys been doing it for a while? We were thinking of doing it, and I know absolutely nothing about it. And so it's like I made that connection with her, but I first started just liking and commenting. And kind of like Rachel, if I would see something that would kind of be able to turn into an invite, like, hey, so I was scrolling and I saw that you posted about this. Again, mind you that I always like and comment people's stuff, because Facebook, you have to build some sort of connection. You can't just cold message. That's why like direct sales stuff is so big now, because so many people do that. But so I like and comment and stuff, but then they will post something and I'll see it. I'm like, okay, I've liked and commented on a few things already. I feel comfortable reaching out now. So, hey girl, I just saw that you posted this. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in or not, but I'm getting a group of ladies together to work on some fitness goals, and I really would love to have you in the group, or I really think this would help you because of X, Y, and Z. Be at all interested in info. Like super, super short and sweet, because they posted something and I have a solution.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any other questions on cycles or commission or programs, products, all that stuff? Awesome. I know we went a little longer than normal. One other product I just want to touch on, or I guess two kind of things. Raise your hand if you've heard of Soothe. We have a product. It's called Soothe, and it helps with digestive health. It's from the Ultimate Reset. And this is another thing. We have so many products that people just don't know about. And it helps with digestive health. And excuse me. And it also helps with stress. And Cassie, I think she just hopped off. She was actually asking me about something today, like something gut related. And she got it today. She's like, oh, I didn't even know we had it. Yeah, a lot of people don't know a lot of the things that we have. So that's something that we have that, I'll be honest, I 2-ish months ago learned about. And so I started looking into more programs and products or whatever that we have to offer, just from teambeachbody.com, kind of looking at everything. Also, I heard someone who, she used to be a nurse, and she did some training call, and it like blew my mind that I never thought about this. Maybe some of you have already thought about it, but she said that she talks to a lot of people who are like have an addiction to energy drinks, and what she recommends is Energize. She has them sign up and get some Energize and take a scoop of Energize and put it into just sparkling water. So it kind of mimics an energy drink, but it's significantly healthier. I personally haven't talked to a lot of people who love energy drinks, but I just thought that was like super mind blowing. I'm like, oh my God, like that's such like another way to look at things to help people with something else. So again, the purpose of this call was just to remind you of the programs that we do have to offer. Look into prices on teambeachbody.com. Have an idea of what you're going to talk to somebody about. Again, I only offer the Beachbody On Demand annual all access pass. I don't like blurt that out to people because that's a huge jumble of words. That itself is $160, upgrade to $180 for the on the share cart. It's the 80-day obsession challenge pack, but you can just say if you upgrade, you can get blah blah blah. Lift for $170 goes up to $180 at the end of this month. They get 2 resistance bands. So I got for you. So sorry we went really long tonight. I really try to keep these 30 minutes or less, but I think this is super important stuff for you guys to like kind of have an idea of what to say to potential customers and coaches. And I really want you guys to know that I truly believe you can't say the wrong thing to the right person and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. Just don't word vomit, ask questions, and don't get defensive. So many times I want to tell people F off from the things that they say to me, but I just kill them with kindness and be like, girl, I totally get that. Seriously, no worries. And if they're really rude, I don't want to talk to them again anyway, so I just leave it at that. So, all right, well, have a good rest of your night. I'll post this as soon as it downloads, and we'll talk to you guys later.